Everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And this week, Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 315. And we're going to do the July paper pumpkin. Now, this is called Hooray for Birthdays. I was going, Juliet. Anyway, July 2026. Hooray for Birthdays. And, I haven't done a paper pumpkin lately because I have been skipping them. I've been like trying to be a little smarter with my spending. And with paper pumpkin, you have to be a subscriber to get the kit. And once I get it, and I show it, if you're not a subscriber, you might not be able to get a refill, So I try to limit them unless it's something I really, really want. And this one looks super cute. Otherwise, I usually just do if I'm going to do a kit, I'll do the monthly kits because those are available, while supplies last. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So I can't talk today. My words are like getting all jumbled up. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do. And so yeah. So if you are new to my channel, if you are here watching the video premiere, I'm in the chat room with my friends. Otherwise, if you are watching the replay, you have a question or comment, just leave it below, and then YouTube will let me know and I can reach out to you. So yeah, so do you ever get tongue-tied? You're trying to like say certain things and other things come out. It's kind of weird. So who knows what's going on. But anyways, okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to flip my camera. So close your eyes for a second while I do that. Okay, so here is that cute little polka dotted box. And now I did take the cellophane off just to speed it up. So we have a cute little stamp set. We have our instructions, our chipboard that I will toss over there to put away. We have some, looks like laser cut thingy-majigs. All right, let me flip those. We also have some tear tape. We have glue dots and dimensionals, and I will just leave these packaged. I will leave this packaged, and I will put it in a drawer or something. Okay, because I will just use my open stuff already. All right, so let's see what we've got going on here. Now, it also has a timid tiger, but you know me, I will use my big mama pad instead. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to do one each. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pieces ready, and I'll just speed the camera up while I do that, and then I will, I'll come back and we'll make one of each together. These pulled out. I'm just going to move all this other stuff out of the way here. And their envelopes are really darling. They actually have the shape on the envelope that matches the card. Very, very cool. All right, so we have this. So I'm going to do a little bit of stamping before we put things together, I think. All right. So we have, because some say birthday wishes, hugs, and wishes. So let me get my whatchamacallit, my Pierce mat. Because I'm not for sure if they're the long. So we'll see when I get the stamp up to it. Because there's kind of long ones. I believe these are longer, aren't they? I mean, they look longer anyway. Oh my gosh, they're the same length. But I swear that these ones look longer. Okay, they're the same length. Does not matter. All right, so we have, because this one says birthday wishes, hugs and wishes, hugs and wishes. It's your day, birthday wishes. Happy birthday wishes. So personally, I don't want to say wishes twice. So I'm going to change this to say it's your day. I'm going to be a rebel and change that up. All right, so we're going to go birthday wishes. But this is kind of fun. So these stand up, these cards. They're like a 3D. All right, so let me get this so I can see it and so you can see it. So birthday wishes. And then I want it to say it's your day instead. That's just me. I mean, it's your day. Okay, so that goes with that card. And then the blue one, it says it's your day birth. So it's the same thing, they're just opposite. One's on the outside, one's on the inside this time. Today, birthday wishes. And they give you lots of these. Alrighty, so that goes with this one. And then this one says hugs and wishes, it's your day. So that's good, right? Hugs and wishes. I love the new Timid Tiger. Well, I guess I shouldn't say new. It's new-ish. Hugs and wishes. It's your day. Now they also are stamping this little checkerboard kind of thing on the inside of the card. All right, so I'm just going to set this aside. So we have this one sits up. So you're going to fold this direction. You're going to bring it towards you. Let me get my, whatchamacallit, my bone folder. And what this is going to do, it's going to lay like this. So that is going to stand up. And you'll use your, it's your day in here so that it can prop up. So you kind of just want to put, you know, kind of go like this. Because you want to put this thing right here. And we're going to stamp it a couple times. Let's see, do I stamp it up and down or Okay. Oh, they have it stamped 3 times. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go, okay, that's going to go there. So I'm just going to stamp this there and there and there. Just kind of every which way. And then you will end up putting this in here. Okay. So I just kind of want to get all my stamping done so I can put that ink pad away. And then we'll just have to put our cards together. So this is kind of the same way. You have this. So there's a, see that little score line? Because those 2 pink ones are kind of similar. This has got the dark, you know, the dark lines here, where this has the white ones. But in the directions, it really emphasizes that you look for that score line. But this is a really cute, like, little layout, and you could easily do this, you know, on your own with cardstock. All right, so the same thing. I'm just going to kind of, you know, visualize where that's going to be. And then stamp my little, I guess it's not a checkerboard. Wouldn't this be fun if they'd have made it like a, what's that game? X and O? Because it's not quite like an X and O. But that would be cool if they did, because then you could just stamp. Instead of always having to draw the X and O game, you could just stamp it. All right, and then we have this one. Now this one, it's like a bigger card. I can't even pick it up. Let's see here. So this goes like, let me make sure I'm doing this right. So we have that. And then we have this. So it just looks different because it's long instead of the short end, but it's basically the same idea. Okay. And then I do believe I'm done with the pad. Now you could stamp on the envelopes, you know, make them all pretty and stuff. All right, so let's just put our hugs and kisses. And we're going to put this on right over top of here. And they give you the glue dots, right? I mean, the glue dots and the dimensionals. And then I'm just using what I have on my desk. And I'm not going to open that pack up. All right, so we're just going to put this like this. So it goes right over top of those little hashy marks. And then this is going to go here. So like that. All right. So we want, let me bring this over. So I'm just kind of doing this by looking at the picture. All right. So we have all those pretty little flowers. So we have our half circle. We've got our whatchamacallits, our leaves. But let's look. Do I put the leaves on with glue dots? Yes, I do. Okay. Here's my glue dots. Now these are really, really delicate. So you want to be really careful if you're using your glue dots out of the box like I'm going to do. So when you put them on there, I find that these glue dots, this package seems to be like really, really sticky. So just be careful when you're peeling them off, because this is very, very delicate. So like push it on there, but then kind of get your hand in there and release that glue dot before you just pull it away. We don't want that one stuck on there. All right, and let's do one more. Get off of there, you. Right, so that one I didn't put on super good. So just fold it over. All right, so this goes on here like so. You're kind of dancing along the card. Like that. Cute, cute. All right, then we're going to put birthday. So look how cute these are. So these are like shiny and sticky. So just take your time pulling those out. And then you also have the center of the flowers. So I just left those in there. So I figured I could get them off of there when I needed them. Okay, so we have birthday. So I'm just kind of peeling that carefully. It's got that sticky back. Come on, baby. So just take your time. There we go. And then we have these little centers. So I just kind of lay it on my finger and peel. And then a lot of times it will come off. Of course it didn't then. This is some sticky glue. Where's my pick tool? And then we have to remember to get the dot for the eye. So we have birth. This is sticky. Heavens to Betsy. But you don't want to get them off till you need them, or they'd be stuck everywhere. Okay. And there. So your pick tool is your friend. All right. So we have birthday. And that's going to go up here. And that is close enough. And then remember, we have to get the little dot for the eye. So you have that little tiny dot. Okay. There we go. Birthday. And then we have all these cute little flowers. Now the flowers, they are putting them on with the dimensionals. So let's get the dimensionals. And they've got, it's really cool because what they did was they left like a space, right? They made the center of the flower big enough for that baby dimensional to stick on there. Very, very smart. And you can always cut them too. But so this is going to give it some cute dimension to it. All right. And then we're just going to stick them around. Okay. So we just basically we're building our little garden. And then we have to put the little yellow doohickeys from the other one. This one. Then we have the pink one. So cute. I can see the dimensional a little bit on this one, but I will put the yellow thing so it'll kind of hide it. So you've got some big yellows and some little yellows. So let me just look on here, see what it says. So this one looks like it's 2 littles and the rest are big. Okay. So the littles go on these ones here. And I'm just going to use my pick tool. So see, there's like little ones and big ones. There might be 3 sizes on there, to be honest. All right. So I'm just going to use my pick tool. And if I'm putting the wrong one on, I don't think anyone is going to know that's the case. All right. Because we do have big flowers and little flowers. So I'm just going to assume these bigger ones are for those big flowers. This is adorable. Oop. My center is going off for the flower. All right. So there's that. And then we have, let's see, birthday. Oh, and I put the wrong one on there. Birthday, it's your day. Oh, well, I did it wrong. It's okay. All right, so I should have put the hugs and wishes, but that's all right. All right, this is going to have dimensionals too. And then they probably use the tear tape to put these on here, but they put tear tape in the pack because these are all-inclusive kits. Just going to kind of tuck that in there so it's amongst the flowers, and then it kind of overlaps, you know, the birthday greeting. So cute. But they want this so that you can make this, like you might be new to Stampin' Up! And you might not have adhesive, right? So they gave you tear tape to put your card together instead of your seal, right? Like you couldn't put a whole seal in there. But I'm going to use seal instead of the tear tape. All right. And then this goes on here. And hopefully I didn't put my glue too far up. That would be not good because you want to keep your glue not here, right? All right. So there is, look how cute. Look how cute that is. Birthday, it's your day, hugs and wishes, which you know, kind of makes it's a little wacky in the greeting, but still. All right. And then this would be the envelope that goes with this one, because see, it has that same shape. All right, so there's that one. All right, and then I think what takes the longest is getting the that black thing off of the card. All right. So then we have our little birthday wishes. See if I can put it on the right orders this time. All right, so we have birthday wishes right over top of those little marks there. Okay. And then we have this one in all its little pieces. So this one has Hooray. And it also has that Hooray stamp. So you could stamp that, you know, on the inside of the card. You could put it on the envelope. You could use it on other cards. All right, so I'm going to try to push that out as I'm peeling and see if that makes it a little easier. Hooray! There, see? Those little pieces stick to my fingers. All right, so we have Hooray. And that goes kind of in the center of this, because we're going to put flowers on the top and the bottom. Oops. I think I left. Dang it. That thing stayed in the H. Oh well. It is what it is. So we have Hooray. Like that. All right. And then we have some green here. All right. So we're going to put these on like we did before with the glue dots. So be really careful when you peel them. And I'm not going to put tons because you're going to put the flowers over top of them. So that's going to kind of hold these in place. Okay. So we have that. And we've got It's Your Day. Even that is cute. Kind of jungle looking. This way we can put our flowers on there. All right, so It's Your Day. So let's put this on here. And I think I'm going to be a rebel. And I'm going to use green tip glue. I do believe. Little dab will do you of green tip glue. Okay. Then we have this beautiful flower here. And this one. And this one. And this one. This one. And this one. And then we'll put the centers. So these also are going to be put on with dimensionals. But you could green tip glue them as well, right? If you wanted them not to stick out so much. Because sometimes if you're mailing something, you don't want to use too many dimensionals. Especially the postage is getting outrageous. Okay, this guy I'm going to put on with glue, with some mono or whatever the heck that's called, green tip glue, just because it's kind of small. So he's just going to go up underneath there, add a little dimension. I'll probably do the same thing with that guy. They're kind of small. Okay. And I kind of like putting it down there with the green tip glue, because even your flowers have oop, I'm stuck to the table. Even the flowers have dimension, right? Like different dimensions going on to them. All right, now these are bigger flowers, so they are going to use the big. Yeah, 3 big. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll pick one that's a little smaller, and then a couple real tiny ones, just so that there's a variety of center sizes. Cute. All right, and then we'll bring our card over, and like we did before, we're going to stick this on. So I'm going to put I'm going to do this one a little bit different. So I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to come over to the card, and I'm going to go like this. So the bottom will catch, and then the top will be caught from here. And then I don't have to worry about if I put my adhesive in the wrong spot. I want to come down a little bit because we do want to make sure that they fit in the envelope, right? You don't want it to be too high up so it doesn't fit in the envelope. All right, so there is the second one. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. And this would be so easy to do with, you know, like we have some of the dies we have now. You could totally do these, you know, with stuff we have in the catalog. All right, so this one is what the heck kind of shape is that thing? Is that a trapezoid? We'll just pretend it's called a trapezoid, but I have no idea. All right. And then the last one is, get this out of the way. Okay, so the last one is this one. So it's happy birthday wishes. And then I did It's Your Day on the inside instead. So this is the one I changed up a little bit. Okay, and again, right over top of that, And then it just makes a cute card. Now this is called like an easel card, because you're basically making like an easel. So it's very, very cool. All right, so let's bring these over. And this time we have this beautiful little green bouquet, you know, like the little leaves that are going to go with the bouquet. And I'm going to do like I did before, and I'm going to use my green tip glue. Just makes it a little easier than the glue dots. Because I just put a little tiny dab. And I have these little bottles on my blog underneath my favorite things. You can get them from Amazon. All right. And I just put the green tip glue in there. It just lets me have a little bit more control over my whatchamacallit, my green tip glue. All right, so we want, this time, we want the word happy, but it looks like, okay, yep, it goes on. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing I did before, and then I'm going to try to make sure that that comes out of that H, like for real. Not just pretend come out, but come out for real. All right, so we have happy. So just take your time. Take your time. Ooh, that one came out really good. And I still have those on the back, but at least they're like behind, so they're not messing with the hole. All right, so we have happy. Oh my gosh, but they are very sticky. They are so very sticky. All right, so just kind of go like that. Push that down. Get that P back so it looks like a P. There we go. So happy and birthday wishes. I love the font. Okay. And then we can put our flowers, and then this one will be done, and I can let you go. So did you get this paper pumpkin? Are you like me and you get, you know, you'll get the little, oh, I don't want to hide the P too much. Are you like me and you see when they send you the little, this is what it's going to be, and then you kind of decide if you're going to get it or not? Because you can totally suspend your paper pumpkin. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm in there for life. No, you can suspend it, you can cancel it. And I don't cancel it because sometimes like later I'll go, oh, I wish I'd have got that. Now these are kind of small. Let's see. I might put green tip glue on that one. Because sometimes they'll have the refill kits, and if you're not a subscriber, you can't get the refill kit. So there's where times when I'm like, oh, I didn't, get that month, but I want to get the refill kit because I like to use the kits for, I like to use them with other things. And if you're not a subscriber, you can't get the refill kit. So that's why I'm like, okay, I just suspend the ones that I'm not really interested in. And then, but like I said, this one looked so cute. Oh, I think I have, oh no, that's right. I think I just put this one in the wrong spot. I was like, oh, this one looks cute. I'm all about the flowers. All right. And then this one goes back here. This one, I'm going to put green tip glue. So it'll have a little, it'll be a little bit lower than the blue one. Right over the H, which looks adorable. And then we have these little pink ones that are just kind of here and there. So I'm just going to put a little drop of glue. My best little friend of the pick tool. And, oh, there's two of them right there. Guess I should turn these over. They're just this real pretty, I think it's bubble bath maybe. And then there's one here. Okay. So let me let those dry a little bit. Let's see, because it tells you what colors right here. So these are basic black, darling duckling, hydrangea hue, melon mambo, old olive, and timid tiger. What? What? I do believe that is bubble bath or whatever. Is it bubble bath? Yeah. I kept wanting to say bubble gum. All right, so we have this. All right, so let's bring our whatchamacallit things over. And we have some big flowers, so they're going to take some big centers. And that's a big center. These are semi-small centers. And then those ones are itty-bitty centers. And the centers really just finish that flower because they have a little sheen to them. And they have a little thickness to them. See, it's kind of thickish paper. But, all right. And then we're going to bring this over. So just like I did before, I'm going to put my seal on the bottom. And then I'm going to put it here on the top of that. And we're just going to put this in the center. All right. And then, da-da-da-da! Okay, so this one has its oval envelope. So hopefully you can kind of see what they look like. Here's that one. Then we have this one. I'm going to have to do this layout with my own stuff. Because like I said, we have dies that do tags like these, or you can cut your own. We have so many, dies. We have, like, we could totally do these. So I am going to, I think I'm going to do that. All right. So let me say, see you later, alligator. So isn't this a cute kit? Oh my gosh, on this chair. It is Hooray for Birthdays, that's what it's called. So I love it. I'm so glad I did not skip this paper pumpkin. And so I will sit and make the other ones because it makes 9 cards. 9 cards. Let me know if you got this one and if you made them already. And otherwise, I will see you Friday for my dies shorts. And I should have the welcome, like when you join my team, I should have that welcome box so I can show you the stuff, that you'll get. All right, so I'm going to say goodnight. I'll see you Friday, and that will be 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Have a great one. I'll see you then. Bye for now.